everybody, and welcome to the Empowering Industry Podcast. I'm your host, Charlie Matthews, and it's just me today. I hope that that excites you. It excites me every time I get to get on here, jump on the mic, and just share things with you that I get to either learn out when I'm traveling at trade shows, whether I'm going to a conference, or just from my team and my interactions with our clients every day. Um, this week has been amazing of reflection. I've been, of course, on a high from the Alabama conference, the Empowering Women in Industry Alabama conference, and also I went to Live to Lead event too. So if you're not familiar with that, it's a John Maxwell conference. It's streamed in, and there was also local speakers there too. And I was just so um, inspired, motivated, just brought back to my why, as these conferences often do. And I hope that that's what I do for a lot of people. But I wanted to jump on here, just me, to kind of set you up for March. March is really Women's Month. It's International Women's Day on March the 8th. It's it's Women's History Month, and it's a reflection, right? And so if I reflect on my own business and my own company and my own growth, there's so much there. But I go back to when somebody asked me to be a leader. I never really thought was a leader. I was leading my own company for, I think, about 10 years, it feels like, where I still didn't believe in myself as a leader. But people point that out to you, and then it's your responsibility to accept that. And so becoming the leader that I want to be is definitely being able to be there for you, being able to be the leader that you need me to be, and then being the leader that my community needs, and what type of impact do I want to make. And so one of the things that I definitely want to do is to empower people, give them the power and authority to do so, like creating stages for people to share their story. It's one of my favorite things to do. But even more than that, is making them look within themselves to know that they have the power to do that without my help. I'm just creating an environment where they get to know that themselves. And so I can do that for men and women. This month, we celebrate women. We appreciate their contributions that got us, and especially that helped me become able to be a CEO and run my own companies. But also how, if we build up our women in our communities, in our companies, it is going to have a ripple effect. So when I think about me being a leader for women, that doesn't mean that I also can't help be a coach for men as well. So many times I'm drawn to that. I'm in a male populated industry. And so, so many of my interactions is to help and serve my clients that are men. And so I absolutely love that learning how to be a leader has set me up for success, equipped me with the skills and tools and the lessons that I've learned as I went through this industry, that I can help and develop leaders of all kinds. But again, we're celebrating women for March. So do that with me. Figure out ways that you can actually give them resources, plug them in, give them opportunities to speak, to share their stories, or their just skills in whatever industry that they're in. Um, Pay attention to that. See what you can do to offer and support them in their growth, because without a growth mindset, we are all standing still or going backwards. That's no good. And so, with that growth mindset, that abundance thinking, there's enough success for us all. And so, I hope that you will go into this really exciting month for us all with the mindset of, how can I create a better workforce? How can I create a more inclusive workforce for everyone to grow and thrive? And that does include celebrating our workers. And so when I think of kind of the overall goals, whether you play into the International Women's Day or not, I think we should be developing our leaders every day. And as a woman, and being able to talk to women out there, I hope that they see a little bit of themselves in my journey, my story. I've seen a lot today in women's health of how my story of being an open heart surgery survivor has really helped me understand that I have a message to give, that the challenge that I went through throughout my career and also my health journey, it really is just taking that next step. I mean, that is what helped with recovery. That is what helps with growing in the business, is taking that next right step. And sometimes we need other people to kind of give us a little nudge, push us in the right direction. And I hope that I do that for people. Sometimes it might feel like I'm pushing you outside of your comfort zone all the time. But I hope that what I'm doing is showing you by example, or even showing you through pointing to somebody else as an example that you can do these things and you can grow and accomplish the goals that you want to achieve. So, with that being Women's Month, I love kind of making it up how it goes. I know there's so many other people that say this and that and what they're celebrating around women. I'm just celebrating that we can all work together and build leaders, recognize leaders, the leadership within ourselves and the leadership within our teams. And so, with that, until next time, be empowering.